feminism, equality, girl power. All these words evoke a strong reaction from most people. There's no doubt that women have had a hard fight and have come a long way. But I'm here to tell you today that we're not finished yet. My name is Maddie, Moody, and today I'd like to share with you my thoughts on where we are headed and how we should get there. But first, before I begin, I'd like to dedicate my project and work to my sister for always telling me that I need to believe in myself. From 1769, when the colonies adopted the English system of government, women weren't even allowed to vote. That's over 150 years. But now there's a record number of women for Congress and our first female presidential candidate. So yes, we have come a long way. And you may be asking yourself, why are we still talking about feminism? Well, according to Kathy Caprino, feminism, at its core, is the equality of men and women. But some people argue that women aren't the same as men, so there can't be equality. In other words, since their bodies are different and they have different physical capabilities, these physical differences mean that equality is not possible. But the issue here is about equal rights and equal access to opportunities. Men and women shouldn't have to have the same physicalities to have the right to equality. Two of my personal examples of when I was in the same but I had equality was when I played football and when I shoot guns. Shooting guns is equal because there's no guns made differently or different styles for girls and boys, and this is what I really enjoy about shooting guns. Because when I shoot my favorite gun, the 5.56 AR-15, next to my cousin or my uncle, it makes me feel the same, and it makes me feel good about myself. In 2017, when I decided to play football, people reacted very negative to my action. They told me to my face, "You're not good enough. You're a girl, you can't hit. You're puny, small, and you can't run fast, and you can't do anything about it." Guess how this made me feel? This made me feel weak. It made me question my abilities. But I did use these negative words as my motivation to prove these selfish people wrong. And I did. I had confidence, and at the end of the season, I played a sport that people said I couldn't. Even though there was resistance, and not everyone supported me, at least I was the majority team. This shows equality, and it tells every single one of you that girls should be given the same access to play as boys, including Tony Harris. Tony Harris is the first female to have a full-ride scholarship to a four-year university as a non-specialist for playing football. My mentor, Coach Bowler, told me that when playing a male-dominated sport, in a sense that there are more men than women that do it, that doesn't mean that there aren't women just as good. In other words, Tony Harris fights to prove that being a girl shouldn't change the way that she plays football, but other women approach the fight differently. For example, Oprah Winfrey. She is well known for her famous talk show, and she got her first taste of inequality with unequal pay. But now she's the richest African-American female in the country. And so it shows that it really shouldn't depend if you're a man or a woman for how much you get paid. But perhaps our biggest roadblock to equality is ourselves. As this song from Rihanna demonstrates, women still feel the need to exert their independence from men in order to be taken seriously and feel like equals into this society. A study was shown that men take chances and women have to be perfect in everything they do. For example, Westminster Johnny states an HB report found that men apply for jobs if they meet only 60% of the qualification, but women have to meet 100% of the qualification to apply for that job. So not only do we hurt ourselves with self-doubt and lack of confidence, but we often hurt each other. One way that I think we'd all agree on is social media. This is because there are mean people online that will say rude things to you and that will hurt you and your self-confidence. One way to overcome this is by knowing your true worth. And this may seem difficult, but all I really need is a good friend like Moody and knowing that there's only one of you, and that's what matters most. So to finish our race, women just need to band together, believe in our abilities, and continue reaching for new opportunities, even when others say it'll never happen. Thank you.